breaking news and weather authority. This is 13 Wham News This Morning on Rochester's CW.
It is time for Hot Topics, and this is one that our female viewers can almost certainly relate to. Why does your man turn into a wimp when it's time to go to the doctor? Or really more importantly, why won't he go to the doctor at all? Let's bring in Dr. Travis Stork of The Doctors and Peter Moore, the editor of Men's Health magazine. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
All right, what's the problem with our gender, guys? What's going on with us?
Hey, let's not call them wimps, after all. A lot of guys don't go to the doctor because they think it's kind of a self-indulgent thing, or maybe they're just too macho to go. But I think that, we need to cut guys some slack. This is about encouraging them to go, not blaming them for not going.
I think that's a good point. I actually did a news story recently about the trend that we may joke about, but doctors and families are really worried about this. I think studies have indicated, and I'm sure you guys can back me up on this, that single men live shorter lives because they don't have a woman pushing them to go to the doctor. So what can be done, and what have you guys seen that maybe is effective?
It's unfortunate that we require women in our lives to force us to go see the doctor. And I work in the ER, and everyone thinks that what I see is mainly trauma, acute events that you can't prevent. But the reality is this: any man out there watching, most of the things I take care of, they are preventable. And so we need to realize that, hey, we want to be there for our children's graduation. We want to be there for their weddings. So if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your family.
I think that's a compelling argument. And, there's also a differentiation, Dr. Stork, that when it comes to needing to go see a doctor for a checkup and then maybe some more immediate signs of needing to get to the doctor now, aren't there?
Well, there absolutely are. And the reality is I'll see people come to the ER all the time, and they'll say, hey, my husband's been complaining of chest pain for a week, but he's been ignoring the symptoms. And a lot of times it's because as men, we like to feel like we're invincible. We don't want to ask for help, and we need to get over that. We need to be willing to listen to our bodies just like women do, get help when we need it, and by doing that, we do ensure we're going to live a longer life, and we certainly shouldn't be embarrassed by it. So it's not being a wimp. It's just a matter of taking your health into your own hands. We're
talking to Dr. Travis Stork of the show, The Doctors, and Men's Health editor Peter Moore. Peter, your magazine, even though it's called Men's Health, I imagine there are plenty of female readers learning about maybe their husband or a brother or a father's health issues as well, aren't there?
Well, I've heard many times from women that they actually subscribe to Men's Health, both so that their husband will pick it up and also so that they can spy on their husband. And we're equal opportunity there as far as the health information we give. It can be a benefit to both partners in a couple.
And what are we seeing in this issue?
Well, we've got the usual great tips on diet and workout, so that if your man is starting a program to get back in shape, a great way to start is with the June issue of Men's Health, and you can put that in his Father's Day stocking if you have such a thing.
Tell me, guys, that I'm not a wimp. Tell me that I'm a real man, because in 2 weeks I'm going to do a 3-day juice cleanse. Tell me that makes me cool and not feminine, right?
Well, let's. I think maybe guys ought to think about making the doctor's appointment first, and then we'll do the juice cleanse in 3 weeks after that.
Even though I hate going to the doctor, I'm doing the juice cleanse first. No, it's a good point. Thanks to you both for your time, and Travis, before we let you go, why don't you let our viewers who haven't seen you on the show know a little bit about what you guys do on the show?
Every day on our show we do similar things to Men's Health. What we're trying to do is give viewers pertinent health information that can change their lives. And one of the things about our show is if you tune in and you watch for an hour, you're going to walk away from that hour having learned something, and that's what's so important.
I couldn't agree more. We love, we play a 2-minute clip every day of you guys, and we always appreciate doing that. We appreciate your time this morning as well. Men's Health on newsstands. You can check it out. And thanks again, guys. We're going to put a link on our website so our viewers can learn more about what you're talking about today. Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Evan.